Good morning, everyone. Richard is in the thumbnail, but now he's just on his way upstairs to watch me from the oh, wait a minute. Just Josh and he's still here.
You trying to put me on blast?
Look at his arm muscles. Even in quarantine, he got that muscle definition.
Look at it. Alright, I am going upstairs.
Oh my God. Don't squeeze me. Oh, he's coming back. I think he's gonna. Oh, the power.
You can fall.
I love you, honey buns.
I love you.
Good morning, Kelly. What am I looking for? I was looking for. Oh yeah, I'm looking for my Zero app to let you know how fast that I am. Good morning, Gigi. I am doing well today because I am well rested. I slept all the way through, like all my alarms, all my tasks this morning. It was much needed though, I'm gonna say. Hi, Krista. Good morning, Dama. Hi, Keto Madre. Okay, I am checking my app. And right now, I am 36 and a half hours fasted. Wait. Yeah. That's what's up. I've stopped eating on Sunday at 8:30, which is a lot later than normal, but I still made it to 36 hours though. I'm very excited about that. Today is an eating day. It is taco tray day, and I'm very, very excited about that. Gigi says last Tuesday at 9. You're right. I'm so excited. Words just can't describe how excited I am to just. It's like really happening. It's really happening. And I talked to my brother last night. I talked to him about his business ventures. Like, it's so funny. We were talking, my dad has 4 children, and my dad is the most risk-averse person ever. And he's raised 4 risky entrepreneurs, people that are willing to take crazy risks. And I don't know how that happened. Like maybe, and the thing is, Dad has had such a great life. He's worked at Ford for over 20 years. Like he did it the right way. He got his factory job. He worked there. He made his money. He worked all the overtime. We were talking about, we wouldn't be surprised if our dad is a millionaire. Like between all of his assets, between his 401k and all the cash, like my dad is a money hoarder, like he saves his money. But that's what the poor dad does. The rich dad invests his money, which, don't get me wrong, I guess that's what his 401k is a series of investments. But it's just like every time we bring up a business idea to our dad, he always talks about the things that could go wrong and not necessarily the reasons why it's a good idea and like why it makes sense. Even though it's a risk, it's a risk worth taking, So I was talking to my brother yesterday. We were just like, my brother is very, really into real estate. Like almost, we started our real estate company kind of to model after his. My brother's 9 years younger than us. So did me and my sister. So he's definitely gotten into house flipping. Now he wants to get into like logistics and transportation. And he was telling me about, he was asking me questions about his credit and like, okay, what should I do? Should I pay off my credit card or should I keep my cash and blah, blah, blah. We were just talking about all that stuff. And I was like, I'm quitting my job, right? He goes, oh my God, I didn't know that. He was like, when is that happening? And I was like, this is my last week of work. And he was like, that is amazing. And I was like, yeah, don't tell Dad. He goes, oh no, I'm not telling Dad. And I was like, because you know exactly what he would say. And William, my brother, he was just like, yes. He would be like, that's the craziest thing you would ever do. Why would you leave the employment of a company that's willing to pay you money? And I'm just like, no, I will not listen to that. But the fact that my brother knew exactly what my dad was going to say, like, that's just exactly what he's going to say. And I don't need to hear that right now. So, I'm still no regrets. I'm still so excited. I got another shirt order yesterday from somebody in Louisville. And I was like, I don't know who you are. So I was like, I know where that zip code is. So like, yeah, it was cool. Like, I'm just so excited. I'm feeling really pumped up. So I'm just happy. I'm gonna go back and say hi to everyone. Good morning, doctor. How are you today? Hi, Beth. Richard's here. Morning, Whack Fam. Like button smash. Hi, Joyce. Good morning, Melanie. Hi, Keisha. Good morning, Joe Ray. Hi. Okay, guys, sorry about that. Best is I'm like your dad. I'm too much of a scaredy cat to take risks. Like, oh yeah, I'm not a hoarder of money though. Yeah, I mean, he just like he's the type of person that'll work 80 hours a week and just live so frugally and it's just crazy. He don't let us see his bank accounts. We might push him off a cliff or something like that, get that inheritance. You know what I'm saying? Like, but no, I mean, it just goes to show that it can be done both ways. You can put your time in and you can, live your, do your 3 decades at a job and that be okay and save your money and make it and do it that way. Or you can be a business person, an entrepreneur, and take risk and it be like high highs and low lows, like you can do it both ways. So I'm grateful to him for everything that he has taught us by. Good morning, Katrina. Hi, Aurelia. She's like, good morning, fasted one. Yes, I am fasted. Hi, Lynette. Hi, Daphne. Is mom here? I don't know. Daphne's just naming everybody today. Is my mom in here? Hi, Tanya. Good morning, Shelly. Hi, Gail. Hi, Michael. Glad you're here after your 4-mile run today. I am done with you. Birth Life is here. Good morning, everyone. Whack fam. 6 a.m. I'm the only one here from Cali. Nah, if Debbie hops in here, Debbie's from California too. So yes, I appreciate y'all, all y'all 6 a.m.ers. But this is the last Tuesday you'll have to do 6 a.m. This coming up Thursday, it'll be 6 a.m. And then after that, no more. Hi, Lisa. Lisa says, I'm excited for you. Everything will work itself out. I believe that. I know that for a fact, Lisa. So thank you very much. Hi, Eva. Melanie says, congratulations to everyone who is sticking to goal and fighting through no matter what. Thank you. Yes, like that is tough to do in times like now, but no matter what, we have, each other to support. Tanya said, everything ain't for everybody. And you're right. Lisa said, got my shirt notification last night. Thanks. So excited to sport it around the house now that Maryland is officially on stay-at-home lockdown. I know, right? I know. Oh, good morning, Pamela. Oh, mom's here. Okay, good. I didn't know that. So, yes. Let's see. Daphne said, I just expect everyone to see. Hi, Dre. How you doing? So yes, and I was like, nope. And then I woke back up at 6:30 and then I was like, nope. And then I stayed in bed till like 7:30 and I'm like, who am I? Like it started getting light outside and I was like, I can't do this. I have to get up. But I really just looked on Instagram till like 8 o'clock. I went downstairs and looked on the computer for a little bit, and updated my spreadsheets. But like that sleep was amazing. And I was talking to Richard this morning. I realized what was interrupting my sleep is I must have been drinking too close to like bedtime. Like I must have been having either water or soda or just any liquids too close to bedtime, because the reason my sleep has been interrupted is because I've been getting up to go use the bathroom. Yesterday, we got home from getting the dogs at like 9 p.m. and I really wanted a soda. But I did not have one because I knew like I was going to go to sleep before 10 and I was like, okay, an hour before bed is pushing it. So I didn't have anything. But then I sat back, I looked back and I thought, and I was like, when is the last time I had something to drink? You guys, I barely had like 10 ounces of water yesterday. It was no good. But like I went to sleep last night and I did not wake up once during the night. I did not wake up until my 6 o'clock alarm went off. And I was like, I truly can't remember the last time that happened. But I realized it was directly related to not having to go to the bathroom. Let me see. Gigi says, it made sense when these businesses took care of you and appreciated you for working for them for years. You're right. See, now they could care less. That's a lesson you learned early. Exactly. It was different. You had a pension. Like, you actually made a living wage. Like, I agree. The circumstances are not the same. Jare said, you have a plan. It's not like you're quitting and sitting around doing nothing. Preach. Yes. Thank you so much. And that's what I told William, my brother. I was just like, because he's looking into going into the trucking business. And, of course, my dad's like, oh, transportation and taxes and the truck could break down, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just, William's just like, I've done weeks and weeks of research on this. It's not like I'm just up and willy-nilly going into the trucking business. So I was just like, exactly, like there are calculated risks. But as Richard said to me this morning, a calculated risk, you have calculated. It's not just a random risk that you're taking. You've actually done some time and some effort and some calculations, you know? And so my brother doesn't really hop into anything, and he definitely don't spend his money on things that he don't believe will make him money. So I said, hey, if you've done the research and you think it's a good idea, go for it. Daphne says, whack fam, after being off the rails for weeks, I took measurements and weighed today. I don't know why, except to say Jesus loves me. I have not gained more than a pound and my measurements are the same. Preach, that is amazing. That is amazing. But you know, the crazy thing is, it's like, okay, well then if your weight's the same and you haven't gained, like what's to stop you from just eating like that all the time? But it's how you feel. It's how you feel about yourself and how you physically feel. You know, like eating that stuff will make you bloated, will make you just feel, you know, just weighed down or sleepy. But then it's also, we've gotten to the point where we have this voice in our head that tells us, this is not everyday food. You know, you're not supposed to be eating like this for your health, you know? And so I'm glad that you didn't have the repercussions like weight-wise, but it's good to know that even though you haven't gained all that weight, you're not using it as like a green light to be like, well, I can just eat like this all the time. Like we have, you know, the barometer of like what is good for our bodies and good for ourselves and what is not. Let's see. Melanie says, I'm missing the Zip Fish shake. Yeah, I'll probably shake for my, like I said, I'm not exercising right now, and it's a lot more difficult for me to fit in the Zip Fizz when I'm not exercising. I mean, don't get me wrong, that all changes next week. And like I said, I shook it on Saturday and Sunday when I went for a walk. I'm not gonna have a Zip Fizz right now because I'm about to have my coffee, and that's just too much caffeine on top of itself, so I'm not gonna do that. But I might have one later. But also, starting next week, be on the lookout for Zip Fizz shakes all day, because I'll be back to like a normal workout routine, and I'm very excited about that. Let's see. Richard say, I did say that. Wow, I sound so smart. Shut up. That is so funny. Melanie said I had a chip reunion with my tummy. That is a funny way to put it. You know, look, you guys, you have to like meet yourself where you are, right? Like earlier this year, like when I was in France, the week of my wedding, I just was not in a mental place to like want to be super strict, you know, even leading up with that whole carnivore thing. Like I wasn't mentally there. But you go through different phases where you're just like, I feel tough, I feel ready to tackle a challenge, let's do this, you know? And then there's times where you're just like scraping by, and eating 2 Oreos is a victory because like you wanted to eat 20 Oreos, you know? Like you have to meet yourself where you are and realize that it's temporary, but realize that you have the power to change it. You can't just, you know, you can't just sit back and rest and be like, well, this is how it is, this is how it's going to be forever. You know, give yourself a day or 2 or 3 and just be like, I'm not feeling it. I know that I'm not in the mental space to meet my goals. So instead of setting a goal that you know that you can't meet and then not meeting that goal and feeling like a failure, just lower the bar. Like lower, I mean, I know that's a weird thing to say, but lower the bar, because what's more important than, you know, setting a crazy goal and not meeting it? Like to set a lower or like a smaller goal and to actually meet it. So if your goal on Monday is to have 10 Oreos, and then your goal on Tuesday is to have 5 Oreos, and then your goal on Wednesday is to have 1 Oreo, like, I mean, like, just, you know, work with yourself of where you are, because feeling like a failure will keep you from, you know, being able to accomplish or turn the boat around. Because when you feel like a failure, like, I can't even do this, I can't even, you know, not binge for 2 days in a row, maybe try not to binge for 1 day in a row. You know, like you have to meet those goals, and it really does build up your confidence and give you the, you know, it gives you the mental ability to say, okay, I did that once, I can do it again. Or I did that once and it was really tough, so I'm not going to try to do that again today, but I'll tackle it tomorrow. You know, like it's the rest of your life. So like a couple of days over the course, like if you need a couple of days in order to go months and months and months and feel better, then in the long run, it is what makes the diet sustainable. So I know I talked about that for a lot, but I'm thinking like that's how I do it. Daphne says, back to tracking, only keto fasting today while I count my blessings. You're right. That's a great way to do it. Melanie says, did you film Saturday and Sunday? I only made a live, but I did do a Zip Fish Shake for the live Saturday and Sunday. So catch me on replay. Melanie says, today is a good day to get back on track. You're right. Daphne says, OMG Autumn, this is the exact speech I have needed. Well, I mean, I really appreciate your guys' engagement and talking to you, because it really just reminds us, everyone, of stuff. You know, we're all at different stages in our journey. Like, we're all at different places, and we're not the same, and we don't need to be the same. Like, sometimes it's good to have and to see people doing well when you're not doing well, because that shows you that you can do it. You're like, you know what? If Michael is waking up and going to the track, Michael loves the gym, okay? Michael goes to Planet Fitness at 3:30 in the morning, every single morning, and now that the gyms are closed, what is he gonna do? Michael is running outside in the open because he still needs to get his exercise in. If you're not doing that well, it's good to look at people and to say, if they can do it, I want to get there. That is something that I want to aspire to, you know? So it's good to have those people in your life. And then if you're doing really well and if you're killing it, then it's also good to know that you're being an example for people that maybe aren't there, that you're showing them that they can do it, you know? Because you didn't feel like doing it all the time, but you're doing it too. Like, it's just, we're not supposed to be at the same place. Some of us are at goal, and some of us eat, diet and exercise just because that's how we live. That's our lifestyle every day now, but we don't have weight to lose anymore. Some of us are just starting and are dropping weight really quick and are so happy like this again. And then some of us are in the middle where we've lost a lot of weight on keto, and then we hit some sort of milestone and we're like, well, now I can go back to how I was eating, and we've gained some weight back, and now we've gone back to keto because we truly know that's how we feel the best, but the weight's not coming off like we used to. We can't stay on plan like we used to. We don't have the resolve like we used to, and you just feel broken. You feel like, what is wrong with me? I used to be so good at this. I used to be so on plan and so strict and so determined. What is going on? Like, that's not just you. That's literally me, okay? And I know for a fact that that's my mama, so there are so many different stages of this journey, but it never ends until you stop. Like, it never ends. Like, I'm trying to get to where Michael is. I'm trying to get to where Chocolate City is, okay? Do y'all see them just running and just boxing and being like normal weighted looking people, like regular looking people? Like, I mean, not even regular, like these are athletic looking people, way to go, that's where I'm going. I'm not there yet, but I'm also not, 232-pound Autumn who felt hopeless and who felt like she didn't know how to do better or how to do it. I see so so wherever you are on that path, at least you're here though. At least, and maybe you're not on the path. Maybe you're sitting on the sideline watching everybody else walk by, but at least you're not going backwards, but you're just sitting still right now, and that's okay, because the path is always here, okay? Just hop on it whenever you're ready. So I just want to tell you, no matter what, you're not alone. You're not the only one experiencing what you're experiencing. Oh, Mom said Dr. Wise is killing it too. You right, without them sweaty selfies. I don't know how you work up a sweat like that, girl. I'm envious. I am envious. That's all I'm saying. But just know, basically, the whole point of that tirade was to let you know that you're not alone, and that, we're here to support you. But at the end of the day, you got to support yourself. You've got to believe in yourself, and so, because we believe in you, but that's only part of it. So that's all I'm saying. Let's see. Keto Hunter says, I hear you. I'm still trying to lose my holiday weight, and I don't want these stressful times to get me. I, like you, restarted alternate day fasting in my first successful day yesterday. That's awesome, Keto Madre. I'm still trying to lose my holiday weight. Like, guys, let's talk about this, okay? And this is why I like to weigh myself every day, because I have the actual hard data facts. You guys, on January the 1st or 2nd or whenever I weighed myself, I weighed 194.4. I stepped on the scale today. Oh, look, this kind of feeds into my weight today. I stepped on the scale today. So from yesterday, that's a loss of 2 pounds. I fasted yesterday. That's a loss of 2 pounds. But over the first 3 months of the year, that is a net loss of 4 pounds. Like, we know that I've gotten down to 185 at certain points here and things like that. But at the end of the day, that data point says that I'm at 190.4 and I've lost 4 pounds. That's not enough, you know? But if you think, I mean, that averages, that's 1.33 pounds a month. That's a little under the average of 0.5 pound to 2 pounds a week that can be expected on long-term sustainable weight loss. So like, I'm honestly not that far off the mark, but then part of me is like, dag, I'm still working off my holiday weight. And you guys, I know I've had more than the holidays. I know that I had that awesome trip to Paris. I know that I had my whole wedding week, you know, but it's like these days off plan have weeks worth of implications and repercussions. And that's just something that I'm seeing firsthand. And I want you to know firsthand, okay? Binging for a week, it might set you back 2 months. That's the thing. Like, it's not going to set you back forever, but it's going to set you back longer than it took for you to put that weight on. I'll tell you that. So that's why I'm looking forward to just weeks and weeks of regular eating, of regular keto, of just staying on plan. And I know that it will come back down, but just know that it's just like this stuff, it has repercussions, but overall the trend's going down, and I've got to be grateful for that, because it could have stayed the same or it could have been a gain. Oh, that's like a rhyme right there. Okay, let's see. Pamela says, I may not be where I want to be yet, but I'm so glad I'm not where I used to be. Preach. Let's see. Gigi said, see what a good night's sleep will do. Yeah, I know, right? I need to I need to do that way more often. The doctor says, thanks, Miss Chris. I've been struggling too. Yesterday was a fasting day and I decided not to work out after my birthday weekend treats, but I'm back today. You're right. I mean, happy birthday. Like I said, we talked about yesterday, me and Richard were on a walk this past weekend and we were already talking about my birthday celebration. My birthday's in July, you know? That's some fat kid stuff right there. Like, looking forward to July, like, oh, then I'm gonna have this, and then I'm gonna have this, then I'm gonna have this. It's a cool 4 months away, you know? But like, up until July, there's no reason for me to not eat keto, because they done canceled KetoCon. Like, they postponed it till next year, so KetoCon is not happening. I'm still waiting on Ketopalooza. I was literally about to call it AutumnCon, you guys. Stop referring to it as AutumnCon. Because I was like, what is the actual name of the event? I'm still waiting on AutumnCon. So I'm really kind of taking my cue from the color run. Like, if they move the color run, that would also give me like a good idea of what I would want to move Ketopalooza to as well. So it's just like, I'm waiting, I'm still checking, I'm still thinking. Honestly, I'm leaning toward, and I'm just putting this out there, I don't know, I'm leaning toward moving it because like May 30, like, you know, and I know our event is much smaller, but it's just like all these events that are happening in June are getting moved, and I was like, oh, our event's still in May. Will it not be soon enough, especially with this like end of April lockdown that, you know, everyone is talking about? I don't know. So I'm not sure, but I'm keeping my ear to the color run streets and seeing what they're gonna do. But you know, everyone be, you know, just stay on the lookout. Gail said Keto Connect just did a talk on their channel yesterday on cheat days on keto. I have not seen that video yet. I saw that it was up, and then part of me was like, I want to see what they're going to say, because Matt and Megan don't like to cheat. And when they cheat with things like wine, or like they'll have more steak than usual or something. They don't really, like, they're not eating, or they'll go to a fancy restaurant and have some really high quality food. They're not cheating with Doritos and donuts the way that I would, you know? So if I watch that video, you know, I'm assuming that's what that video is going to say, but I am, you know, I'm still going to watch that video. Beth says maybe you should reach out to the hotel and see what you can reschedule it to. That may help you decide. That is a true statement. I'll do that as well. I'm looking into starting that stuff next week. Like, I'm just finishing up work this week. I'm trying to just close that chapter of my life completely before I open up another one. Oh, I gotta go. I got a meeting. This will be you know, my last Tuesday at 9 o'clock. I'll be able to do it at 9:30 every day. But tomorrow's at 9:30, but on Thursdays at 9 o'clock. Don't forget, Thursdays at 9. It's the last one, okay? I appreciate you guys so much. I'm shooting a What I Eat Wednesday today. I'm having Taco Bowl, and